Welcome back. Now, the Gulls men's and women's basketball teams have been making noise on the hardwood. The boys are 10-7 on the year, undefeated at home, and they've got a 5-0 home record. But they've had some pretty big wins over the year over Gettysburg and Newman and Lancaster Bible. They've been pretty exciting to watch, especially where Jordan Oates leading the way, averaging 15 points and 13 boards a game. He was also named the CDC Conference Player of the Week twice this year so far. There you see him on the screen. And while they've also been really good at home, they have been really good as well at getting a lot of buckets and moving the ball around and playing a lot of really good defense. So the men's team is a team that's definitely trending upward. They're 10-7 so far. And let's see and hear from the coaches and some of the players about how they're getting some of their wins on the year.
I would say one thing we've really improved on was our home record, and we've gotten some really good wins, one being Gettysburg that stands out and very notable as well so far too.
When we play at home, we're dangerous. And when we're at home, we have energy, we compete, we're all engaged as a team, including the coaching staff. Like, the energy's there. So it's fun playing at home when everybody's here watching us. Just gives us, the light. Just come out here and compete and win.
I can say that this is probably the most connected group I've been on in my 4 years. We all really like each other, and we all trust each other on the court, and I think that makes a big impact.
Now moving on to the Lady Gulls, they're a young team with a lot of potential. The roster is filled with freshmen. Half of the players are freshmen. 6 out of the 12 players on the roster are in their first year. But not only is the team new, or half the team new, but the head coach is new as well. April Preller is a former Gull herself, but she's in her first year as the head coach. She went from being on the court a few years ago to now calling plays from the sideline. Now, the Lady Gulls, just like the men Gulls, are very good at home as well. Now, they're 4-2 during their first 6 home games. Now, they might be a young team led by a new coach, but this team is raising their game one step at a time.
These girls are really competitive, and they want to win, and they want to, rep Salisbury across the chest, really proud. So, we're working to get better each day, and I think we talk a lot about peaking at the right time. So for us, we don't really have any limits on what our expectations are.
Like the earlier games, we would have a deficit and the hole would just get bigger, or we wouldn't really be able to get ourselves out of it. But now we're working towards it, we're digging ourselves out of the hole, so we're right there, we're growing a lot.
Big emphasis for us this year was defense, and in those games, that's when we had some of our best ball pressure, help side defense, things like that. So I think it's all coming together. Right now, it's just putting the pieces together in one game rather than having different pieces in different games.
And the biggest thing for both the girls and the boys is they want you to show out and show up and show out and show some support at the rest of their home games. So the boys teams have about 3 or 4 home games for the rest of the year. And same thing with the girls before they both get to playoffs. So both teams have about 7 or 8 games left in the season as a whole. So definitely go to Mag's Center and Mag's Gym and show out and show some support for the Gulls, both the men's and the women's team. Now, stick around. We got big showdowns at the high school and college level taking place tomorrow. We'll have those highlights, and the weekend ahead is coming up next. So stay tuned. This is Delmarva Sports Insider.
My name is Troy Brohan. I'm the head baseball coach at Salisbury University, and you are watching Delmarva Sports Insider.